We were looking at a passage in John 6:44 where the Lord Jesus said, "Nobody comes to me except my Father draws them. No one can come to me." Jesus was never frustrated about who didn't come to him. I fret sometimes as a pastor, why aren't more people being saved? Or even when I've shared the gospel with someone, why didn't they believe? Why didn't they come? Jesus never did that. He always knew the answer. No one's going to come but who my Father draws. And we've been looking at different ways God draws us. I think a marvelous verse is Hebrews 1:14, that God said he had angels watch over those who were about to become heirs of salvation. It's a beautiful verse, and we get our concept of the guardian angel from that. But the way it reads, he is guarding those who are about to become the heirs of salvation. And one of the ways God draws us is he actually keeps us alive long enough to receive Christ. I can name maybe 4 or 5 times in my life where I should have died, nearly drowned a couple of times. That's probably very common among young people in the ocean or whatever. But I was not saved at the time. Had I drowned, I would have perished. And he said in Hebrews 1:14, he sent his angels to watch over those who would eventually inherit salvation. God is drawing you by keeping you alive. Some of you have been so strung out in different habits, different sins that can kill you easily. It's amazing that some of us ever came home at night, that we ever made it. Why did you make it? The goodness of God and the care of God was drawing you. He kept you alive long enough so he could save you. There's other verses that talk about God's goodness in bringing you to Christ. You know, one of the things, by the time you had your fill of sin, no matter what that heartache, what that sin, whatever that age may have been, you know, one of the most wonderful things about our God is he waits at the gate for you. He's waiting for you. And he doesn't have a big hammer in his hand. He doesn't have a club to hit you and to give you a good cussing for why you went to the far country. He said, if you'll come, I'll welcome you. And I think all you need to be is a parent, and your kids begin to get the driver's license and they're driving. You know, it's quite a vigil as a parent to say, I can't sleep till you get home. I can't rest till I know you're well. And here God the Father is saying, you know what, I'm guarding you, I'm watching over you, and I'll be standing at the gate when you decide to come home. I have a family member that has had years of sin, and I always tell them, if you ever want to come home, the lights will be on. We will be waiting for you. And I want to say, dear soul, God's waiting for you to come. You make the first move, and he'll meet you at the door. There's a Jewish proverb that went this way. A boy left his father and wanted to come home, and he wrote to his dad. He said, Dad, I want to come home. I've been gone long enough. His father wrote, and it's on the movie screen in the film, The Chosen. And his words were this, dear son, come as far as you can, and I'll meet you the rest of the way. And I'd say, dear soul, come, come. God's maybe asking you just to come feet. He left a throne and went all the way to the city garbage dump outside of Jerusalem. Come. That's how far he's traveled just to draw you, just to make you his own. Come. He's waiting for you.